This hike could have gone seriously south in seconds. It was the end of summer, so some of my friends and I took advantage before school started back up and went on a day hike near the Appalachian Trail. It was the hardest hike in our area and already didn't disappoint as the first mile was pure elevation among some of the rockiest terrain in the trail. It was well worth it though as there was a nice view on the halfway point to the summit. However, it only got a lot rockier and harder to breathe as the elevation started to set in. After around 30 minutes of more pure rockiness, we finally made it to the summit, which was truly breathtaking as it spanned the Delaware Water Gap. We were doing a loop trail, so this next part was pretty easy as we already reached the peak elevation, making it less rocky and smooth for the next couple of miles. And we kept going until we accidentally got lost and didn't follow the path 2 miles before the trail diverged and we ran into a fenced lake. We could only get back on the trail by following the fence, and it ended up being somewhat interesting as my friend and I climbed up this big rock mountain which was a bit steep to get up and more difficult to trek downwards. But we hit a major barrier as we came across a dirty and smelly swamp, which was the only way to get back on the trail. We unfortunately had to suffer walking through it and ruining our shoes and socks in the process, but we managed to get back on the trail and walk a bit more until we got to this beautiful pond. We decided to climb down the cliff and hop in for a swim, not realizing we were not allowed to later on. We then walked 4 more rocky miles for the descent and accidentally got too close to this deer, and it kept staring at us like it was gonna pounce, but we moved quietly and it stayed tame. Finally, we finished the trail and got a bite to eat, which I was busy salivating to even record the food to then head to sleep.